Okay, so let's define what a web development professional is. Next slide. So according to Wikipedia, so a web developer is a programmer who specializes in the development of World Wide Web applications using a client-server model. So anyone who knows to develop any web-based application. So i-note nyo na lang yung emphasis on the word web kasi nga lahat ng web developers, dun sila nag-develop. Lahat ng pwedeng makita or ma-view sa web browsers. So may it be a web app, website, web system, or a simple web page. So yon, web developer sila. Next slide, please. So this is just a simple parang application ng career ladder or job ladder ng web development professionals. So for a young professional, those who have 0 to 5 years in the industry, we can consider them young professionals such as mga graduating students. Ayan, marami tayong nakita kanina sa check-in sa Menti ng mga graduating students, fresh grads, and those who just got their job in the field. So you can chat in kung kayo yung mga nagsagot na yon, mga young professionals. Yes, young professionals. And then, to those who have 5 to 10 years in the field, like me and Ruel, most likely, mga managers na yan, team leads, or project managers. So, nasa managerial role na mula senior web devs papuntang managerial role. Yan na sila. So, most likely, sila na yung mga nagli-lead ng web development teams or mga web development projects. And those who have over 10 years experience, they are most likely department heads or kasama na sila sa executive level like Chief Technology Officer. Yun. So, meron ba dito, kanina may nakita ako sa Menti na over 5 years na sila sa industry. Chat in nyo lang sa ating chat box kung kayo yon para makilala namin kayo. Next slide, please. And for those who want to shift their career from being a web development professional to being an educator or instructor. So, hindi lang natatapos sa pagiging nagko-code lang tayo or nagmamanage tayo ng web dev team. Pwede rin tayo maging educator or instructor. So, yan yung mga nagtuturo sa mga bootcamps or mga trainers natin sa company, sila yan. So, hindi naman required na over 10 years na yung experience nyo, but you can also start young. Kasi syempre, kailangan din natin ng fresh minds since lagi nag-update yung technology. So, kung meron din mga educators sa guests natin ngayon, you can type in our chat box kung kayo yon. Next slide, please. Okay, so what are the web developer job titles na most commonly encountered natin? Next, please. Okay, so makikita nyo yan madalas sa LinkedIn, JobStreet, and other job boards like Monster, Indeed, Caliber. Yan yung mga common di ba? So front-end developers, yun yung mga gumagamit ng HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to build responsive, user-friendly, and interactive websites. So, sila yung nag-design or nag-a-apply ng design dun sa website na gustong ipagawa sa kanila. And then another one is a back-end developer. So, in contrary, sila naman yung responsible for creating and maintaining yung technology at the back-end of a website. So, ano-ano yung mga back-end technologies na yun? Yung server, database, functionalities, yan. So, most likely, sabi nila, mas boring daw pag back-end developer kasi black lang yung nakikita. As in, black screen. Yung iba dyan, pa-portrait pa yung yung extended monitor. So, ako, pinapalit-palitan ko lang yung monitor ko din. Minsan, naka-portrait, pahaba, na gano'n. Minsan din pa gano'n. So, yun. Kung meron din mga back-end devs dito, just type in kung kayo yun para talagang makita natin yung diversity ng mga attendees natin for today. And the next one is a full-stack developer. So pinagsama siya na front-end and back-end web devs. So proficient in working both front-end and back-end coding languages. With diverse skill set, they are able to work on every step of the web development process, including prototyping and programming browsers, servers, and databases. So, siguro sila yung pinakamakulay yung trabaho kasi from front-end na maraming colors ina-apply nila yung design to black screen lang. Yung ganun. Full stack dev. And then another one is an email developer. So medyo uh, fairly new yung term or job title ni email developer. Siguro ma-encounter nyo rin siya like email marketing developers or ano ba? HTML email developers. Yan. So, they are in charge in creating HTML emails for clients. So, bakit? Kasi madalas na ngayon yung email automation, marketing, yan. Madalas na yung mga nasa-send or nare-receive yung newsletter sa email nyo, ginagawa din siya ng devs. So, hindi lang siya dinedesign, kinocode din siya. And, medyo madali lang ang email development actually kasi ang ginagamit lang tables, HTML tables. But siguro ang challenge ngayon sa mga email developers yung rendering ng mga mail clients like Outlook. Sobrang stubborn ng Outlook. Laging challenge nila yon kung paano gagana yung mga images sa Outlook. Other mail clients like Gmail, Thunderbird, mga ganyan. So, hindi lang talaga siya simpleng email lang. Yon. Another one is CMS developer. So, ito naman yung mga gumagawa ng website with a specific CMS or content management system like WordPress, Shopify, HubSpot, Drupal, Joomla, yan, madami. Sobrang daming CMS. But, pwede siya kasing, pwedeng diverse yung alam ng CMS developer or specialized lang siya sa isang CMS. So, yon. Another one is UX and UI developer. So, this one, medyo nako-confuse tayo with a UI and UX designer. So, yung UX developer and UI developer, sila yung nag-a-apply nun, yung mga UX designs and UI designs. So, from prototyping until working na siya, sila yon. Sila yung in charge for those things or those projects. Another one, webmaster. Ayan, medyo lumang term siya, pero siguro naman marami pang naka-encounter niyan ngayon. Yung mga webmasters naman, mostly sila yung nagme-maintain ng website or we can also call them web architects, site authors, web content editors, mga ganyan. Website admin, yon. Ang duties naman ng webmaster may include that ensuring that the web servers, hardware, and software are operating correctly kasi nga sila yung nagme-maintain. So, hindi lang yun yung limitations ng role ng isang webmaster, but they can also design the website and build web pages. So, since sila na kasi nagme-maintain, kaya na rin nila dapat i-address yung mga issues if ever na may mga bugs na dadating. And then last one is a technical consultant. So, most likely sila, ito na yung mga senior, nasa senior level na, mid to senior. Kasi sila na yung mga naka-experience ng maraming CMS, maraming platforms, and mga strategy and different processes ng web development. So, yeah. And then next slide, please. So, other careers, ano pa? Yung ibang web development career or kahit hindi siya web development but related to programming and development. Next slide, please. Alright. So, mobile app developers. So, sila yung mga nagde-develop ng native or hybrid mobile apps. So, bakit dalawa? Yung mga native, syempre, ito yung binubuo natin or dine-develop natin for a specific operating system. So, magkaiba yung pagbuo ng code base for iOS, for Android, minsan may Windows pa, gano'n. Pag hybrid naman, ito yung pinakamalapit sa heart ng web development. Kasi pag hybrid, gumagawa sila ng mobile apps but using yung web-based technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So, yun. And then, software engineer. Ayun, sabi ko, di ba, software engineer ako before. So, kami naman yun nagde-develop na mga software. So, aside from software, pwede rin siyang i-consider na web developer din. Kasi yung mga web-based application can be considered as a software pag ini-install siya especially. Yun. Software test engineer. So those who test and assure quality of the software, most likely partner siya ng software engineer kasi lahat ng dinedevelop nila kailangan syempre i-test ng software test engineer. So yung relationship ng ginagawa nila or ng roles nila, medyo may pagkakahawig din. So meron tayong mga web developers that who wants to try na maging test engineers din. Another one is a DevOps engineer. Ito naman, those who processes tools and methodologies to balance the needs throughout the software development lifecycle, from coding to deployment. So magkaiba yun sa hindi siya back-end developer. So yung DevOps engineer more on server management kasi sila yung nagde-deploy nun. And sila yung nagme-maintain and nag-update if ever merong mga kailangan ng i-update sa server like PHP version, mga Nginx, yan. So, yung mga DevOps engineer, black screen din mostly ang ginagamit nila. Puro terminal lang, command line. Pero meron ding mga user interface silang ginagamit. And then last one is CI/CD and Automations Engineer. This stands for Continuous Integration, Continuous Delivery, and Automations Engineer. Sila naman yung nag-ensure na yung pipeline are properly defined and performing optimally. So, ano yung pipeline na yun? So, kung nakagamit na kayo ng Git or any version control technology like Tortoise SVN, mga ganyan, yun yung ginagamit nila. Kasi yung pipeline, dun, yung mga devs, dun kumukuha ng copy. Kung nakagamit na kayo ng GitHub, usually ang term nila dun fork. So, nagfo-fork sila dun sa trunk or sa pipe para yun yung gagamitin nilang code base. So, yun yung ginagawa ng CI and CD Automations Engineer. Sila nagme-maintain nun. Ayan.